Alright, this is just a quick video to check to see if you have a gas leak of any sort. Say you smell gas, you're kind of wondering what's going on. First step I'd say, if you don't have one of these, you should get one of these. This is kind of critical to how I'm checking to see if I have a leak. But it also tells you if your tank is full or if it's starting to get empty. So you can be prepared. That way, if you're in the middle of grilling for friends, you know if you're already kind of low on gas. And you can have a tank on deck. Now, I'm going to open this up, and you're going to see this gauge go right up. Right now it looks like it's empty, but that's because I have this closed. See, I spin this, now we're open. Now to check for a leak, this just put pressure in all these lines. There's gas pressure now everywhere. But to check for a leak, just tighten this back off. Remember, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty here. Okay. Now see, this didn't go down, but that's good. It means you don't have a leak. It means there's still pressure in here. Now I'd suggest wait 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes, I don't know, but not too long. If you have a leak that leaks out and it takes hours to leak the lines out, I wouldn't really call that a leak. I don't think you're going to have a lot of trouble with that. But if this starts to go down right now, if this starts dropping, then you probably have a gas leak. I'd suggest at that point is when you want to break out something like this gas leak detector. And then what you do with that, pretty simply, I'd target areas like these areas here are notorious to leak. Now this is my side burner, but they also connect right up over it. Let's see if I can see it. But down here there's more connections. I've actually had to replace this before. I had squirrels eat through this. So I'd suggest you always drain out the gas in these lines when you're done grilling. I heard that if you leave gas in here, because it has that weird kind of rotten egg smell, squirrels can actually somehow smell it. And they'll start chewing through here. That is definitely what happened. It was definitely chewed up. I had all the little pieces and I had to replace that. As you can see though, back to this gauge, mine isn't leaking. And just to show you what it would look like if it was leaking, I'm going to open up this valve, which obviously is going to give me a leak. It's going to open it up and off gas all the pressure. But watch this. See that? It just drops it right out. Now obviously if it drops that fast, you got a big leak. If it drops slow, I mean, it's really up to you to figure out if you really think it's worthwhile to kind of fix. But anything that drops out as fast as what we just saw there, I would say is, it's a serious problem where you could potentially have a fire. But if you let it go for 4 hours and then it finally drops down or something, the leak is so small, I suspect you're probably never going to have a real problem. It wouldn't even stay lit probably with that little amount of gas coming out. This system I have here, this grill is 16 years old, so I've had some problems, but like I said, with the gauge on the gas and then this gas detector, all you do is you spray this in a couple areas and it just forms bubbles. And if it's forming a bubble, then you need to either replace something, or I had a gas leak here and I just had to tighten it. I untightened it. I actually think I just used some plumbing tape, which is probably not the best thing, but it worked. And then I just torqued it down tight. I had no more gas leak. And then, like I said, the other time, I actually had to buy a whole new little splitter piece here because squirrels had chewed through this line. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else to report, but yeah, leave it empty when you're putting it away, and that's about it. Hope you learned something. All right, see ya.